to talk about activating the magic of your soul. And you are all, every human being on this planet is a magical being. The difference is those who are consciously aware of it and those who deny it. And that's our free will choice. And what choice is our power, our willpower to make the choice to do something or to not do it. The choice, ultimately, all of us, is to love or to withdraw love. And depending on the choices that we make, will precipitate into the experiences that we encounter in our lives. So activating the magic of your soul is understanding, first of all, that you are a magical being. And every human being is, and some have become conscious of that and are actively participating in that, using their free will choice to be magical. And there are those who also choose not to. They're not bad, they're not wrong, they're not ready. But when you're ready and you become conscious of the magic, not only of yourself, but of life around you, and that's where it usually begins. Most people start to see, as they wake up to their own magician inside of them, as they wake up to the magic within them, as they start to see the synchronicities and the coincidences. And after a while, you realize, what is the common denominator here? It's you. You are creating those synchronicities. You are creating those coincidences. And when you can understand it's your subconscious mind and your higher self working together, you can start to actively participate with your conscious mind. And magic, the definition of magic, is changing reality in accordance and compliance with your will, your choice. It is changing reality in accordance and compliance to your will, your imagination, and your love, and your choice, ultimately, the free will choice. And so you and everyone is creating their reality. A lot of people are doing it unconsciously. A lot of people are doing it from victim and powerlessness and all those things that they're holding in their consciousness, thus creating a reality that appears as if they have nothing to do with it, but they still are creating it. And as you can embrace the idea that everyone is magical, we're spiritual beings. We come from the divine. We have a soul and a spirit within us. And as that energy of the divine within us, we have the free will choice to function from there or to withdraw from there. Meaning we have an ego and we have a truer self. We have an empowered self. And we all begin the journey in our ego and trying to figure life out on our own and trying to discover our unique individuality. That's part of the plan. But the challenge of spiritual growth, the challenge of being the magician, is then to reach into consciously, to choose to remember who you are. And people are waking up on our world. There's a great awakening happening in the world. And it's fascinating. People are becoming conscious. People are recognizing and realizing there's something more to me than just paying the bills and having a family and keeping my kids safe or whatever. There's more to life than just the basics. And that's a beautiful thing. And as you are waking up, understanding the power of meditation, understanding the beauty of who you are, by consciously disconnecting from the outside world of noise, confusion, and going into your inner world. That's the real world, is your inner world. Because your inner world is made up of your imagination, of your intuition, of your wisdom, of your emotions, your feelings, of your thoughts, and your beliefs, and your attitudes. That's what's real. And you see, reality, what we call reality, is the outside world, but that is a reflection, an expression of your consciousness. So what people do is they try to change the illusion, the physical world, but they never change their consciousness, and it never ever lasts. But when you can shift and change your inner world, the outer world has to change. It's not a hope or a maybe, or if I do it properly. No, it has to change. It's kind of like your consciousness is this hand, right? And you imagine there's a wall behind here, and there's a shadow of the hand on the wall. That's the illusion. That's the physical world, the shadow. But when you change your consciousness, your mind, guess what? That illusion called the shadow has to change. When you change what's real, the illusion, the physical world, has to change. And so magic is understanding that, first of all, you are a powerful spiritual being. And everyone is. But most, unfortunately, in our world, have denied that. They've bought into the illusion. They've bought into the lie that they're somehow powerless, or they're a sinner and they're worthless and they don't matter, and all the garbage that religion, unfortunately, has pounded into people from the time they're little. I'm not saying religion's bad, but it's not spirituality. There's two different things. Religion is a group of men's attempt to control and manipulate your spirituality, called whatever, label they give it. Some are less damaging, some are much more loving and compassionate, but they're all the same thing. It's not your spirituality. So to activate the magic of your soul is to take back your power and to develop your personal relationship with the divine. That's what spirituality is. It is your personal and very private relationship with God, Goddess, all that is. And that's what I get to choose to engage in. I get to choose. And so to activate the magic of your soul, it requires you to own your spiritual nature. It requires you to step into the power of who you are.